bit behind. The Friday morning we finished the Shir Chof Ches Amud Aleph by the two dots, three lines from the wide ones. 3 lines down from the wide ones. And the Mishnah, and the words of the Mishnah, V'shel Musafim Kol Hayoyim. V'shel Musafim Kol Hayoyim. Zog di Gemara. The wide lines, yeah. V'shel Musafim Kol Hayoyim. Do alt ben uns. Zog di Gemara. Omar Rabbi Yochanan. Omar Rabbi Yochanan. So if a person got late and he didn't daven Musaf, and it's after Sheva Shois, it's after 7 hours. So even if he's Yoitze Deichoiva, or Nikro Poisheya, he's called a Poisheya. And why he's called a Poisheya? Because he should have come and davened Bismano. He didn't daven Bismano, and that's why he's called a Poisheya. So the Gemara. So we go, Omar Rabbi Yochanan, Nikro Poisheya. Lefi Rabbi Yude, and over here Nikro Poisheya is afilu lefi Chachomim, or dafke lefi Rabbi Yude. So when Nikro Poisheya, says Rashi, Ame'acher Kol Kach. Ame'acher Kol Kach is Nikro Poisheya. And that's Pashas also Lefi Chachomim. Also Lefi Chachomim. And in Nochoname, as they learned the Shagasai, and Simon Yudzai learns from over here that this is At Kedi Kach, it's going to be Nochoname, is Nikro Poisheya, that Lefi Rabbonon is Nochoname, is Yoitze, but he's called a Poisheya, and Lefi Rabbi Yude, Afil B'diev is not Yoitze. Because if Lefi Rabbi Yude is Yoitze after Sheva Shois, he's just called a Poisheya, what's enough community in Rabbonon Rabbi Yude? Lefi Rabbonon is called a Poisheya, and Lefi Rabbi Yude is also called a Poisheya. And therefore the Shagasari learns that he's not Yoitze Afil B'diev, Lefi Rabbi Yude. But from the Rishonim already we see, from the Meiri, that Lefi Rabbonon and Lefi Rabbi Yude is also Yoitze B'diev. B'diev is also Yoitze. But the Shagasari wants to come and bring this. The Rosh is also Mashma Zoi, and Nochonam Lefi the Rashi later on, and Daf Mem Gimel of the base, Rashi says that what means Poisheya? So Rashi says Poisheya means misatzel. Someone in Nochoname is lazy. So Nochoname so Poisheya means he's lazy. He's Yoitze. He's not just lazy, and that's why he's not going to be Yoitze. Yeah. So the Gemara weiter. Tonu Rabbanon. Hoyu lefonov, this Gemara we learned already beforehand. If you remember, not so long ago. Tonu Rabbanon. Hoyu lefonov, if a person had in front of him shtei tfilos, 2 different tfilos to daven. Achas shel mincha, one was mincha, ve'achas musaf. He has the same time ve'achas shel musaf. So there's a machloikes. Lefi Tanakame mispalel shel mincha. First he davens mincha, ve'achar kach mispalel shel musaf, and then he's going to daven shel musaf. And the reason is why shezu tadiro. That means mincha is tadira because every day you have the mitzvah davening mincha. Ve'zu musaf eino tadiro. Why? Because you daven musaf only in Shabbosos ve'yomim toivim, and that's why in Nochoname that's todir v'she'ino todir. Azoy alt Tanakame. Says Rashi. So Rashi says mispalel shel mincha me'achar she'igia zmano kedei להקדימו בתחילה זמנו שלא יקרא פוישיה גם עולהו. So Rashi says over here, להקדימו בתחילה זמנו, Rashi is adding over here, להקדימו בתחילה זמנו, שלא יקרא פוישיה גם עולהו. Well, why Rashi answers more than what we have in the Gemara? There's not enough what we have in the Gemara. The Gemara told us, told you koidem. Rashi is adding over here, no. Rashi is adding, להקדימו בתחילה זמנו, שלא יקרא פוישיה גם עולהו. It shouldn't be called a poisheya also in this. Why we have to add? Because the Rosh Yosef, and we're going to see later on, they say that Rashi over here comes to say that our sugi is talking about when? Mincha Ktano. We talk about over here Mincha Ktano, after Teisha Shloish Umechzo. That's what we're talking about over here. We talk about when Zman Mincha came the 2 Zmanim, the Firabonon. It came after Tes Shoish Umechzo. It's also the Zman of Mincha, and also the Zman of Musaf. And that's why Kasi Rashi says that he shouldn't be Poisheya also on this. And we can see Nochoname, if it's in Nochoname, we say it's talking about Tes Shois, it's not talking about Tes Shois, when it's talking about over here, the Machloikes, we can see once we finish the Sugya. The Rabbinei Nepig, Rabboni Tzalfas, yeah, I'm sure you saw it.
As soon as the time comes, you have to daven.
When? Musaf or? Mincha, yes.
Not because you miss the mincha.
So we can see now at base, when will you daven the mincha? When you daven the mincha? Straight away or you wait for the Dumei Chamo?
The time comes, like here, the time comes, you have to daven. You should really daven as soon as
Todir v'she'eino todir.
No, it's not. Everything, this was
So what do you do about?
Why is Masechet done a few hours?
What do you do about Sfira Soimer? You have a chiyuv Sfira Soimer. You down Ma'ariv 11 o'clock at night. Sfira Soimer you have from when the chiyuv? Straight away when it comes Nacht. So what are you going to say is Sfira Soimer? Huh? Dodir v'sheino dodir kol goyim, right? What comes? No. So if you have a minyan kavua, it's not shaykh of it. This, if you have a person has a minyan kavua, he davens later on, so it's not shaykh this time of. We have the shaykh this week. But there, yeah. Huh? Yeah. So there's a lange tshuva in Rab Moshe. Rab Moshe had a tshuva in the Gos Moshe. I think it's a chelik dalet simet tzadik tes. Over there, Nochaname is marich, and over there, why yes, why not? Nochaname, wait, it brings the Bnei Yeshivas, what they have after the Shiurim, they have the Ma'ariv, over there he speaks about the Bnei Yeshivas. Okay, let's then weiter, bis the Gemara. Zog the Gemara. Then that's Rabbonon. Rab Yehuda Oimer, first mispalel, first idaven shel Musaf, ואחר כך mispalel shel Minche. Why? Nochaname, because Shazu mitzvah veres. That means Rabbi Yehuda l'shitosoi that what when it is man musaf add sheva shois, and therefore you have to be magdim it. Why? Because Shazu mitzvah veres, and you cannot come and be mekayim it only till sheva shois. Vezu mitzvah sheino veres minches or mitzvah sheino veres. In Ochaname Toisves and over here Dibu Amaschil Haloche. So he brings b'shem dri that in Ochaname like the Rambam. And the Rambam in Ilchos Tefillah Perek Gimel Haloche base. The Rambam says that the Ikar Zman Minche, when is it? In Ochaname is mites shois umechzo. Mites shois umechzo, that means Minche Ktano. The Ikar Zman Minche is in Ochaname Minche Ktano, and that's why he says that every day in Ochaname he says that every day. So in Ochaname Tanakam is going to be moided that first you have to daven Musaf, and then you daven, and then you're only going to daven Minche. But in Ochaname, if it's a case, what we came in daven Minche earlier because for a reason, because he has the reason. Rashi says, Tosh says, so that's why he's davening over here Minche earlier, and this is the case what he's talking about. But like Katchile, Shitas at Ri over here, B'Shem Ri, Tosh says B'Shem Ri, like the Shitas at Rambam, he daven Minche Ktano, daven Minche Ktano. Says the Gemara, Rabbi Yehuda Oimer, Mispalel shel Muzaf v'Chag Yisrael shel Mitzvah Veres, Zezu Mitzvah Veres. Omar Rabbi Yochanan, Aloche, what's the Aloche? Mispalel shel Minche. First he's going to daven in Nochaname shel Minche, ve'achar kach mispalel shel Musaf. And then he's going to Nochaname, he's going to daven the Tefillah shel Musaf. In Nochaname, as we're saying over here, that we're paskening like the Tanakame. In Nochaname, the Chazonish brings the Gabe, the Gemara in Menoches, Daf Lamed Gimel. So the Chazonish says that what's the Machloikis? The Machloikis is he's talking about actually about Musaf and Tomid shel Ben Arbaim. You have now the Zman of Musaf and the Tomid shel Ben Arbaim. What should you do first? Should you do first the Musaf, or you should do the Ben Arbaim? Korban Musaf, Shabbos. And you have the Mincha of, the Korban Tomid shel Ben Arbaim. What should you do first? Todir v'sheinu todir, on the Musaf. So Yochanan is saying, no, you're going to first do the Tomid shel Ben Arbaim, because that's in Yochanan Todir, and then only you're going to do the Musaf. And what's the Chiddush in it? So Rabbi Lebrecht asked the good Shaila. Oleo hashlim kol hakorbanos kulam. Learn the Gemara in Yumed that you're not allowed to be makriv after the Agud Shaila. Azay in Nochaname zog the Chazon Ish. Therefore, he brings the Toises. The Toises Menoches says that in Nochaname asay the Rabbim doiche asay the Ashlome. That means Korban Musaf the being is the mitzvah asay on the Rabbim. Who's the Rabbim? Klal Yisrael. The Rabbim. Hasei da Shlome. Hasei da Shlome is the Hasei of Oleo Hashlim. Kol HaKorbanos Kulam. You have to bring Davke, the last Korban has to be the Tomid shel Ben Arbaim. The Hasei of Rabbim is going to be Doiche the Hasei of Ashlome. But Afal Piken, and that's the Shorish HaMachloikis. And that's why it fits the Fi Tanakame in Nochaname. First, you're going to be Makriv the Tomid shel Ben Arbaim. Then you're going to be Makriv the Musaf. What about Oleo Ashlem? Asay the Rabbi doiche asay the Ashlome. That's he brings down the Toisves. What?
Because it's for everybody the Tomid.
No. What's a Rabbim? What's a
It's
Rabbim?
also a Rabbim, isn't it? The last to do the Talmud last is
What's the
also
Rabbim of it? The Asay to come and do the Ashlomi. What's the Rabbim in it?
Rabbim of the Talmud is for
The
everybody.
Asay of Ashlomi. What's the Rabbim in it?
What does it mean?
What's the Asay? The Asay is not that Krovet. The Asay is not to do something after that. What's the Rabbim in it exactly? The Asay to be Makri v'kol Musaf. That's Asay the Rabbim. The Rabbim Mechuyev to be Makri v'kol Musaf.
This is after you've done
The Asay to be Mashlim is not the Asay the Rabbim. What's the Rabbim in there? What's the Rabbim in there? The Ashlomi. The Asay is the Oleh Hashlim. That this should be a last one. It's not Asay the Rabbim. It's Asay. It's Asay. It's Mashlim.
Yeah, but the thing is here, the Goyish say, I say, when already it's done, you've done it. Before you
Yeah, but the Asay is not the Asay the Rabbim. You have what I'm saying?
sort of.
So, okay. That's after the shit.
Once you're done becoming
So it's a little bit darkish swore, yeah? The Asay of Ashlomi is not Asay the Rabbim. The bringer Kolm, it's a mitzvah of Rabbim.
Right,
But to be mashlim is nothing to do with the Rabbim. It's a din in the Kolm to be mashlim. Yeah. Oh, we see a lot of times I say the Rabbim.
But you shouldn't get into it.
You don't have to get it. You don't have to get it. No. You don't have to get it.
It's strong enough to get into the Rabbim.
Okay, but you don't have to get it. The Pasha, the Ashlomi is not shy to say the Rabbim. Zog die Gemorre weiter. Oma Abichonon. Mispal shel Mincha v'Hagam mispalel the Alochi Nochonam el Chachomim, and what in Nochonam is mispal shel Mincha v'Hagam mispalel shel Musaf. That's the din in Nochonam el Chachomim. Zog die Gemorre. Rab Zeire Kia v'Cholish migirse. In Nochonam was a week to come to be oisik b'Torah. Have Ozil veYossi v'Pischa de Beirav Nosel Bartuve. Omar, why he sat over there? He said, Chalfe Rabbonon. When Rabbonon Nochonam is going to pass, Eiku mikamayu v'akabel agre. In Nochonam I'm going to get off for them, and by getting off for Tamid Chochem, I'm going to receive sechar. Even though we know in the Mishnah and Ovis what we say, Al tiu ka'avodim ha'meshamshim v'sarav. How could he do it over here? So the Chido in Pesach Einayim, he says that because in Nochonam he was not mechuyev. He was not mechuyev. Because he was not mechuyev, and that's why in Nochonam he says thing. And that's why he's mechiachet from Rashi. Because Rashi says, Ki chalfe Rabbonon, Talmidim hayoytzi beis Rab Nosson. He doesn't have to stand up for the Talmidim. Darf stay for the Talmidim? No. Elomai, he's going to stand anyway, and that's why Nochonam is. That's what the Pesach Einayim says. He's going to get over here sechar. That we could ask for sechar. Yeah. Zog die Gemorre. Zog die Gemorre weiter. Nofak Oser Rab Nosson Bartuve. And he asked him, Omar li, man Omar aloche bei midroshe. Who said that aloche bei midroshe is like who? Like Rabbi Yochanan. Omar li ocho Omar Rabbi Yochanan. Ein haloche ki Rabbi Yude. De Omar mispal odor shel Musa ve'achak isbal shel Minche. Just what the other way around, as we said like Chachamim, that what you first daven Minche, and then you daven Musa. Omar li Rabbi Yochanan. Omar li Rabbi Yochanan Omro. Omar li. So he asked him, really? Rabbi Yochanan said this? He tells him yes. Tane minei Rab Zeira learned it from Rab Nosson this thing. Arboin zimnin 40 times. Connected the 40 days what Moshe Rabbeinu learned the Torah from Rabbeinu Shlomo Kaviyachol. The same thing he learned it from him 40 times. If you want to learn something to remember, 40 times. That's the minimum. Omar lei chode hiloch or chades hiloch. Why are you so excited to learn it? Is it a new thing for you that is Nochoname? This is a chiddush for you, or this is chode? Chode. This is the only thing you heard from Rabbi Yochanan. So you're excited. Why are you excited to learn it 40 times? Is the only thing you heard from Rabbi Yochanan, or it's a new thing that you heard from Rabbi Yochanan? That's why you chazanik 4 times. Omalei chades. This is a chiddush for you. Why? Mishum de mesapkelei be Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. Because I had a sofek. You know who said it. I thought that till today who said it. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. And that's why now I come and I'm learning it again and again and again. What's the pshat of it? So Rashi says, Chodei loch oy chadesi loch, achasi lecho. Shaloi lamat adoro mishmoi of Rabbi Yochanan, elo zu bilvad, lekach chavivo iloch, and that's why we're repeating it so many times. Oy chadoshe iloch, she'oy iso sovu she'echol min achei ramo. Or Garsinen, Omar lei chados iloch, demesapki Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. Sovu oisi, I thought till today that who said it? She Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, omro. What's the pshat? What's the pshat? So the Sameach has a beautiful pshat to explain what he thought is Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. He says, we learned the Gemara beforehand. Right? Chovavim and days. A machloikes, Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, and in Nochoname, Rabbi Yosi. Now what? If tefillah is keneged, avos tiknu, or tefillah is keneged timidim tiknu. Was had Rabbi Shua ben Levi? Tefillah is keneged timidim tiknu. So he said, I thought till today, who said this aloha in Ochaname? First you daven minchen, then you daven in Ochaname musaf. Rabbi Shua ben Levi. Dafke Rabbi Shua ben Levi. You know why Dafke Rabbi Shua ben Levi? Because Rabbi Shua ben Levi says that the tefillah is keneged timidim. And if it's keneged timidim, today I cannot come and be mashli the mincha and ma'ariv. Because if you pass the tomid, maybe if it's in the same day, you still could come and be mashlim. But if it's mincha, and then you want to come to do ma'ariv, right? You want to come and then to do ma'ariv instead of the mincha. You can't come and do it instead of the tomid. So if it's keneged tamidim, you cannot come and be mashlim the mincha, and that's why you should daven first musa mincha and then daven musaf. You can't be. But if you understand keneged ovois, so maybe then daven musaf. Maybe I'm not gonna have enough time shahus to come to daven mincha. Okay, mincha you also could be mashlim. So that's what I thought till today. Who says that we use first daven mincha and then musaf? Only Rabbi Shua ben Levi l'shitose that's keneged tmidim. And if it's keneged tmidim, you cannot come and be mashlim mincha. So that's why he says, he tells me Rabbi Yochanan, that's why I'm chazak 40 times. As we mentioned then, what's going to mean if we say keneged ovos or keneged tmidim? So we mentioned for the Osomeach, if you could come and have tashlumi for mincha. If it's keneged ovos, you can have tashlumi for mincha. But if it's keneged tmidim, it's already a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. You can't have. Or we said like Gabi Shabbos, if you could daven over there tfilas nedova in Shabbos. If it's keneged tmidim, you can't daven tfilas nedova in Shabbos. The same thing you can't be a korban nedova in Shabbos. Right? We mentioned a few different nafkaminas, but that's lefi this nafkamina. That's the Osomeach, the same Osomeach who says over here. Okay, zog di Gemore weiter. Omar zog di Gemore weiter. Omar Rabbi Shua ben Levi. Omar Rabbi Shua ben Levi. Kol hamispalel tefilo shel musofin leachar sheva shois leRabbi Yehuda. That di nochana lefi Rabbi Yehuda, di nochana that's already over the zman. All of our Kosev Oimer, he brings over there a Gemara Posuk in Tzfanyo, Nugei mimoyed osafti mimei choyu. What's the pshat? Because they came was ma'avir, they came and fapast the time, the moyade hatfilos, the time of the tefillah. So in Ochoname they're going to be nugim, they're going to be broken, and they're going to be asufim like keli. Over there it says over there the Ebshach of a Posuk, Maseis oleo chelpo. That means osafti, I'm going to gather it together, they're going to be gathered like keli, they're going to be broken. Says the Gemara, "My mashmadai nuge lishna de tavu." Where do we know it means a lotion of broken? Says the Gemara, "Kemetang Rav Yosef, tavre osi al sonen de Beis Yisrael." That means lotion sagino. Yeah, it's going to become and be broken on Klal Yisrael. The lotion sagino we say al sonen Yisrael. Al the achru. The reason why the achru is manem yad b'Yerushalayim and they darshan in Ochaname because the achar the time of the davening they didn't daven in time and that's why they came and they got broken. Omar Blazer. Kol hamispalel tefilo shel shachris la'achar arba shoes lefi hu leRabbi Yehuda that you can daven only till arba shoes. That means he davens after the time. All of our Kosev Oimer nugei mimoid osafti mimei choyu. And what means nugei over here? A lotion of tsa'ar. Why? They're going to be upset because in Ochaname fapas the time of davening. My mashadai nugei lishna tzaru. Says the Gemara dichsiv because it says over there and we bring over there a passing in Tehillim dolfa nafshi mitugo. Dolfo nafshi mitugo. Tugo means he's upset. Dolfo nafshi mitugo means he's upset. Before we said the same pasuk in Tzfanyo, nuge mimoid osafti, we said the lashon tavre. Now nuge mimoid osafti, we said the lashon tsar. What's the difference? Why over here we say tsar? Why over here? So the tzlach comes and says a very interesting pshat. It says before we spoke about a person fapast he davened lachar zman musaf. So if he davens musaf lachar zman, he didn't say the musaf the right way, and that's why it's a lashon shever. But over here we're talking about a person that davens shachis after the time. What's the difference? He says musaf you don't have tashlumi for musaf. Masechet when you're talking about shachis you have tashlumin, and that's why it's only a tzar. It's not broken in ganzen. It's only a tzar. Says the Gemara. Yeah. My master I know gelish the tzar. The chsid dol von nachshim tuga. Vanach maritzok omar meoche. A pasuk in Eicha, what we said the Psuloi Seo Nugois, Veimalo, Nugois means that in Ochaname they were upset. Look the Morach of Chesam and Beis. Rav Aviyeh Cholash. Rav Aviyeh was weak, Veloi Osel, Lepirke, the Rav Yosef. He didn't come to the Besmedesh, he didn't come to the Besmedesh of Rav Yosef. Lemocho, Kiyose, the next day when he came, so Abaye, so boy Abaye, La'anu Chedatin Rav Yosef. He shouldn't be upset on Rav Aviyeh that he didn't show up. Omale, my time Elos Amale Pirke. What's the reason you didn't come to Besmedrash yesterday? Omale, so he told them that I was weak. Velo Matzina, I couldn't come. Omale, so Abai tells them, Amai lo itaim to amt mide. Why didn't you come and eat something before you came? And in Ochaname then, the minig was, as Rashi says over here, Rav Yosef was a Shiva in Pumbedise. Vo yodoiresh b'Shabbos koidem tfilas hamusofim, ulachar drosha yoelchin lebeis hakneset v'ispayin tfilas hamusofim. There was Shachris, then there was a Shir, and after the drosha, and after the drosha, they would come back to Beis HaMedrash and go to Daven. To Beis HaKnesset and go to Daven. So in Ochaname, he comes and he tells them, why didn't you come and eat anything before, and then you should have come and to Daven. Omar Lei, so comes and tells them over there, Rav Aviyah. Omar Rav Aviyah comes and tells them, I couldn't. Lo Yisovar lo Omar leod Rav Huna. You don't hold what Rav Huna says. What Rav Huna says? Omar Rav Huna osu lo leodom sheito im klum koidim sheispalel tfilas hamusafin. And because the drosh of Rav Yehuda said was before Musaf, I couldn't eat anything, and that's why I was weak and I couldn't come to the shir. Says the Gemara. Yeah. Says the Gemara, Omar Lei lo Yisovar lo Ma'ado, yeah. Omar Lei boile le'mar letzlu etzlo yizdu musafim beyochid. You should have come and daven beyochid, and then in Ochoname velito and then to eat something, and then velemeisa and then to come to Beis HaMedrash, to come to the shir. Omar Lei velo Yisovar lo Omar leod Omar Rav Yochanan also lo leodom sheyagdim tfiloso letfilas hatzibur. That means you have to daven at the same time with the tfilas hatzibur. So Omar Lei lavit maralo Omar Rav Abbe betzibur shonu. In Ochoname, that's only in Ochoname when betzibur. But veles ilchasei lo ikeravune veloi Rav Yeshua ben Levi. Keravune, what we said, Hodeh Amoron, we just learned now. Rav Yeshua ben Levi, what is it? The Omar Rav Yeshua ben Levi, kevan shegiah zman tfilas hamincha, osu lo leodom sheito klum. Kodesh yispalel tfilas hamincha. But the way we in Ochoname say that what? The halacha is not like Rav Huna. We say that in Ochoname a person can come and yes, be toyim. You can come and have a bit of a teime. You're allowed to come and have it before mincha. Before mincha, a big seudah in Ochoname is not allowed to have before mincha. But just a teime, you're allowed to have before mincha. Yeah. Okay, let's skip a little bit. We're going to have to continue. Zog the Gemara. Zog the Mishnah. Rab Nechunye ben Akone hoyo mispalel b'knisoso leBeis HaMedrash u'b'yitziyoso, he would come and say a tefilo ketzora. And the Gemara is going to come and tell us what exactly was the tefilo ketzoro and what was the inyan of the tefilo ketzoro v'chule, as we're going to see. Zog the Gemara, the Mishnah. Rab Nechunye ben Akone hoyo mispalel b'knisoso leBeis HaMedrash u'b'yitziyoso tefilo ketzoro. Omu loi. Ma mokoim letefila zu? What's the pshat? What's the Rashi says mativo? Well, ma mokoim. Well, what's the pshat in this tefillah? Why are you davening it? What's going to help you this tefillah? What's going to help you this tefillah? So he says over there, Omar lohem b'krisosi nochaname, when I come and I davening, I come and saying shelo yerad v'artakole al yodi. U'b'yitziosi, when I'm going out in the Beis HaMedrash, what I'm davening for, I know it's an hoidoe al chelki. I'm thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu on the chelek what I have in the Torah. So he goes tonu rabbonon. B'knisosoi, when he goes into the Beis HaMedrash, ma'u oimer. Ma'u oimer. In Ochoname the Rambam comes and says, in Pirush HaMishnayos, that it's a choiva for a person to come and say it. And where he proves it from? He proves it from the Gemara. The Gemara says, b'knisosoi ma'u oimer. What's the notion ma'u oimer? The Gemara doesn't say the ma'oyo oimer. If Ochoname is just coming to tell us the meaning of the Nechunye ben Akono, he should have said ma'oyo oimer. What's ma'u oimer? In Ochoname he says that ma'u oimer is because of the chiyuv for everyone to come to say it in the thing. Doruch HaShulchan le'aloche in Simen Kuf Yud, he brings that bizmanenu. In Ochoname he says we're not makpi to come to say it. That's what he says bizmanenu. He says why? Because he says in the Beis HaMedrash we are not moiro iroeh. You're not moiro iroeh. The moiro iroeh are sitting at home and people come to ask them questions. And the people that are learning a Beis HaMedrash, they're not coming to learning and being moiro iroeh, and that's why he says it doesn't. We're not makpi to come to say it. Yeah. I don't know. It's the minhag. Misoktos, yeah. Misoktos, okay. The some Meforshim say, so Moshe, some Meforshim say that in Ochoname we yoytze the Na'ava Rabba, Na'ava Soilom in Ochoname yoytze the Na'ava Rabba, Na'ava Soilom yoytze the tefillah ktzor of Rav Nechunye ben Akone. Zog the Gemara. What was the nusach? Heirote mifonecho Hashem Elokai, shelo yera dvar takole al yodi, velo yekoshel bidvar aloche, ve'ismechu bi chaveirai. What means ve'ismechu bi chaveirai? They were going to be happy with me? So Rashi says yes. Al kishloini, arei roi shtayim sheyovo al yodi she'egoim lohem sheyonshu. Because I'm going to have a mistake, and my friends Yinochoname is going to make fun of me that I had a mistake, and Imele Yinochoname that thing. But the Maharsha explains, it means that the people are going to make fun of it. The Maharsha explains, Pshat is azay. I'm going to be nitzal from a mistake, and also my friends are going to be happy with me that I had no mistake. Yeah? That's what you said. Sure. And my friends are going to be happy with me that I have no mistake. Yinochoname. Yeah. Or the Chasam Sofer says that I shouldn't have a mistake, and my friend's going to come and correct me that I had a mistake. And they're going to be happy that, see, we corrected him. B'schus us, we corrected him, and now he doesn't have a mistake. And the kids, okay. Zog die Gemara weiter. V'lo yoimar, I shouldn't say, al tomei tohoir, shelo yoimar, al tomei tohoir, ve'lo al tohoir tomei. That means, what second? Shelo yikoshel is, what's the doppel talosen over here? What's the doppel talosen? Oh, so in the Rif and the Rosh, the Girsa is Sheloi Ekoshel. That means what means I shouldn't have a mistake? That I shouldn't say Sheloi Ekoshel, I shouldn't have a mistake and say on I shouldn't say on Tome Toir, on Toir Tome. I saw once in the, I think, Chidush Harim, or one of the rabbis, he explains that Al Pi a Maise, with the Rachaim. The Rachaim HaKodesh once came to him, Aguna, and he, Al Pi Svore and Al Pi all the Gemaras, what he had in front of him, he wanted to be Matir. He wanted to be Matir this Aguna. But when he came to say Mutter, it couldn't come out of his mouth. It couldn't come out of his mouth. And then Inochaname Bohorug Beraglov. And then Inochaname, he saw that Inochaname was alive. The same answer they say about Reb Shmelke, the Rebbe Reb Shmelke, that one time he had a treife and he came and he said that Al Pi Alocha should have been good. But he couldn't come and say it. Because, so that means Shaloi Kosher B'dvar Alocha. That's what it says. And also Inochaname, Shaloi Oymar, it shouldn't come out of my mouth that Tome, and Ve'esmach Bohem. What means Ve'esmach Bohem? Again, on the Inochaname, on the mistake, Inochaname, my friends, Inochaname, the same thing, Ve'esmach Bohem. There is, on the Topel Taloshon over here, L'choyer we say, Shaloi Kosher B'dvar Alocha, and then we say also, Shaloi Oymar al Tome Toir al Toir Tome. The Aviezri, Rav Shach and Aviezri in the Agdomet, Sefer Nezikin, he says, what's the pshat? He says two things. First of all, he davening Shaloi Koshel B'dvar Alocha. That means I should always be mechaven la'amito shel Torah. I should always be mechaven la'amito shel Torah. And also, v'lo yomer al tome Torah al Torah tome. Why? Because sometimes I could be mechaven la'amito shel Torah, but my other friends in Ochoname, they are not mechaven la'amito shel Torah. Now they're going to come to Paskin, and you go al pi roiv. Al pi roiv. So let's say we are bezin of three. I'm saying tome, and they are saying toil, or the opposite. We're going to pass in toil. So what I said also tends to be Nochoname toil. So that's what he says. I myself should come and be mechaven ledvar alocha. V'lo oymar, I shouldn't have to say because in Nochoname the bezin passing it's tome or toil. That also Nochoname it shouldn't happen. Other doctor. Okay, zog die Gemara weiter. B'tziosoi, when he went out of the Besmedrash, in Nochoname what he should have said. In Nochoname, what should he say? Says the Gemara, Moide ani lefonecha Hashem Elokai, shesam techelkim yeshu b'Samedrash, v'lisam techelkim yeshu kronos. What's the yeshu kronos? In Nochoname that they are sitting in kronos and they are, as the Aruch said, ve'amelim b'divrei sicho, says the Aruch. Ve'amelim b'divrei sicho. That's what they are busy with. Yeah. Now, she'ani mashkim, ואי משכימים. אני משכים לדברי תוירו, ואי משכימים לדבורים בטלים. אני עומל, ואי מנמילים. אני עומל ומקבל שכר, ואי ממלים, ואינו מקבלים שכר. So this is the famous Chofetz Chaim על התוירה, in Parshat Chukoisai. He's going to mention that the Chofetz Chaim says that that's the difference. What's the difference? He says, אני עומל ומקבל שכר. A person comes and he is learning the whole day. And he doesn't remember he learned Masechet Brachot for 9 weeks. He doesn't remember exactly Masechet Brachos after he learned it. He's still going to get a schar in the Shemaim for the Omol he learned. He knows it, he doesn't know. But let's say you go to a carpenter, build me a chair. He's working on the chair for 2 years. It takes 2 minutes to build a chair. 2 years. He's saying, don't ask. It was so hard for me to build it. And then you come to him after 2 years. Where's the chair? Don't ask. It broke. Lemaisa, the bankel. I don't have the bankel. But I worked so hard for 2 years. I worked on it. He gets schar or not. On the omal, he gets nothing. We get schar on the omol. We get schar on the omol. On the omol, they're not going to get schar. They get schar only on the toitzoy. If it happens, then they get the schar. If it doesn't happen, they don't get schar. Ani rotz ve'im rotzim. Ani rotz lechay olam habo ve'im rotzim libe'er shachas. They go libe'er shachas, and that's why he says lo olam habo. We also yichel lo olam habo. Because, אומרו, תודו רבונו, כשחולו רב לזר נכנסו תלמידו לבקרוי, אומרו לו, רבינו, למדנו אורחויס חיים, teach us in Ochoname how to live in this world, ונזכה בוהן, with this in Ochoname, you're going to come and teach us, we're going to be זויכה לחיי אוילום אבו. אומרו לו, so, אומר להם, he comes and he gives them in Ochoname how to be זויכה לחיי אוילום אבו. Izoaru bichvoid chavereichem. First of all, in Ochoname, to honor each other. To honor each other, we know Talmidei Rabbi Akiva, why they died, because in Ochoname sheloi noagu kovoid ze b'zeh. So he tells them, first of all, is he noagu kovoid ze b'zeh, and uminu b'neichem min ha'igoyon. What means minu b'neichem min ha'igoyon? So, Pashtas Rashi says, ma'higoyon, lo yitargilu b'mikro yoyse midai, mishum demashche, loshon acher misichas yelodim. In Ochoname, they shouldn't learn too much mikro. Why? Because they're going to come and just learn the whole day Tanakh, and they're not going to learn all the things. So that's why he comes and tells them, don't learn more than that. And the Sefer Sha'ar Etzion, he said that Bizman Hazeh, that Rashi is printed on the Chumash, there's no problem to learn the whole day Chumash for the kids. Why? Because in Ochoname, Rashi brings all the Midrashim, all the Gemaras. Mimele is no chashash. There's no chashash anymore of learning in Ochoname minu b'neichem min ha'igoyim. Because we know the Gemara says that lo ilom yishalesh odom. Right? A person should always come. The Gemara in Kiddushin, Daf Lamed Amud Aleph. The Gemara says that in Ochoname a person should come and divide his learning into 3: Shlish Mikra, Shlish Mishnah, and Shlish Gemara. And that's why you shouldn't learn more than Shlish. Only a third you should learn the Mikra, but more than that you shouldn't learn the Mikra. Says the Gemara. Some say min ha'igoyim means philosophy. That's what the Ochoname says thing. That when they're young, they shouldn't learn philosophy because they're not going to know how to accept it. When they're older, in Ochoname, Masechet Toshiv, if they have to learn it, you can learn it. But in Ochoname, some say that higoyin is poshet, as Rashi says, sicha betelo, sichas hayelodim, sichas stam, talking. Chaval, ashod of the tzai, stam talking. Okay, what you should do with them? Voishivum bein birkei tamidei chachomim in Ochoname, they should be murgal midas toivos. In Ochoname, they should be murgal to come and to learn Gemara. כשאתם מתפללים, you should know דעו לפני מי אתם עומדים. In Ochoname, they should daven be'ira and bechavone. אז זה sagt Rashi, in Ochoname, כדי שיספללו באירו ובחבונה. Not סתם to daven. ובשביל כך, and then you're going to be זוירה, in Ochoname, לחיי אוילום הבא. And over here he told them 3 different things. So the Yeshua is Medayek, this is the 3 different things what he told them is Torah, ve'avoida, u'gminus chasodim. Torah, ve'avoida, u'gminus chasodim. Torah, avoida is tefillah, gminus chasodim, hizar, u'bechvoid, chavereichem. That's then you're going to be zoichet, as we said, chayol l'mabo. Zog di Gemara. U'kshecholo, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Nichnesu Talmidov Levakroi, they came to visit him. They visited him and to ask him a thing. And as he sees them, Kevan Sharo Isom, he's chiliv because he starts to cry. And why he starts to cry Dafke when he sees them? In Ochoname, as the Maharshal says, because he wanted to teach them a nove. In Ochoname, that's why he started to cry. He wanted to teach them a nove. In Ochoname, before he didn't cry? No. Omo Talmidov, they come and tell them, Neir Yisrael. Neir Yisrael, what means Neir Yisrael? So the Maharshal says Neir Yisrael means b'mitzvahs. Because it says Neir mitzvah v'toyroir. So when they refer to him, Neir mitzvah v'toyroir, Nachoname they refer to him as Neir Yisrael. Amud Ayemini. What's Amud Ayemini? So the Rashi, the Maharshal explains Amud Ayemini that on him leans the whole doyer. The ganze doyer leans on him. He's the Amud Ayemini of the whole doyer. In Nachoname, we find in the Gemara base, we find he brings the Gemara in Gittin, that from base we find of then the Zman Churban Abayis, Rabbi Yochanan saved a lot of Talmidei Chachamim, right? Teli Yavne v'Chachomeo, and that's Amud Yamini. He was the Amud, the strong pole that over there they leaned on him, they were leaning on him, the Talmidei Chachamim that he saved Bizman Churban Abayis. Patish HaChozok. What's Patish HaChozok? In Ochaname is like Patish when you come and you a hammer when you bang on something on a stone, so it comes out from it sparks. The same thing. His sparks are going around the whole world. Patish HaChozok. Mipnei ma ato boiche. Why are you crying? Sog the Gemara Amar Lohem Ilu Lifnei Melech Basar V'Adam Oyu Molichin Oisi Shayo Yikan Lemocho B'Kever Sheim Koyes Olai Ein Kasoi Kas Oilom Ve'im Yisrani is going to put me in Beis HaSurim Ein Yisuro Yisuro Oilom Ve'im Misani Ein Misasoi Misas Oilom L'Chai Olam Aboye Ve'ani Yochoi Lefaise B'Dvorim U'Leshachadoi B'Mamoin Af Al Pikein Oisi Boiche. Now Ve'achshov Shevolichim Oisi Lifnei Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKodesh Baruch Hu Shel Chai Yikayim L'Olam Lo'ilam lo'olmei olamim. Heim koyes olai, kasoi kasoilom. Ve'im Yisrani, Yisuro Yisuroilom. And ve'im Misani, if he's going to come and I'm going to die, Misasoi, Misas Oilom. Because the guy in the Mishnah explains that the Be'etzel Rabbi Yochanan is talking about three different dinim that the person is nidon. A person is nidon after Misa im Kasoi, that's Gehinnom, he says. That's the Gehinnom. Kasoi is Gehinnom. Im Yisrani means the Gilgul. And im Misani, he says, Nishta'im, Nishta'er. He says that's the worst thing that a person in Ochaname is not in Gehinnom and is not in Gilgul. That's the worst thing, and that's why he says over here. V'in koyes olai kas oilom. Imo Misani is also misas oilom. That's what he calls it. He says over here the three different malchim. Zog di Gemara. Ve'eini yochoi lefaise mitvorim. What means the faise mitvorim? That means tefillah. Ve'lo leshachta b'mamoin. What's the mamoin? In Ochaname it's tzedakah. A person cannot give tzedakah. That's what the Maharsha explains. In Ochaname, what's the pshat? Shoichad. You're allowed to give shoichad. Elamai, the shoichad away means tzedakah. Means tzedakah in Ochaname. And but also for Melech Basar V'Adam you can't give shoichad. Now there's the Chavas Yoyer, interesting tshuva. The Chavas Yoyer and tshuva beings. I think we mentioned it over here once. The Chavas Yoyer Simen Kuf Lamed Vov. Chavas Yoyer says that the Duke. What was his name? Karl Ludwig came to him, and Duke Karl Ludwig came to him and asked him how come he heard that the Yidden give shoichad to the goyim, and this is al pi the Torah also, and al pi rules of the kingdom, the law in Ochanam is also prohibited. How could you come in thing? So he says over there, the Chavas Yoyer says that he came to my brother-in-law. His brother-in-law was named Reb Itzik Avad Menheim. That's what he brings over there. That his brother-in-law was the Av based in Kodesh of Menheim, and he answered him. He tells him also that by a goy and a yid come in front of a judge. So straight away, the judge is what? He favors the goy. The judge favors the goy. So he says the yid when he gives shoichad is not in shoichad that he should be in Ochaname for me. He's just doing shoichad that should be equal, and that's how he gives shoichad. It just should be equal. That's what he tells you. Shoichad. Yeah. Veloyoy, zog the Gemara. Nicht nur then, just what if I Ochaname yesh lefonai shnei drochim, achas shel Gan Eden, ve'achas shel Gehinnom. In Ochaname there's two ways to Gan Eden. That's what the Alshich and Tehillim explains that the way to Gan Eden there's two different ways. There's a way of Gan Eden going through Gehinnom, and there's a way straight away to Gan Eden. And in Ochaname to be 12 months, as we know in the thing. Ve'ein yoda be'ezem oilichim oisi. Ve'lo yevke, I shouldn't cry in Ochaname. Says the Gemara, Amar Loi Rabbeinu, Borcheinu. Give us a bocher. Amar Lohem, Yehirotzen, Sheyehei Moyer Shamayim Aleichem, Lefoches Kemoyer Basar V'Adam. Amar Loi Tamidova. That's it. Moyer Shamayim should be like Basar V'Adam. Amar Lohem, Hu Levai. A Levai is going to be like Moyer Basar V'Adam. Teidu. K'shoav Moyer V'Aveira, when a person does Aveira, in Ochaname, Oimer Shelo Yirani Yodam. Right? He's scared of, but he's not scared in Ochaname from the Rebbeinu Shloilom. Why? Because the Rebbeinu Shloilom in Ochaname, so the Gaon explains when a person does Averis, in the beginning he has aimer for the Rebbeinu Shloilom, but once he starts to do the Aveira, he's in the Aveira, he's not going to stop. He's in the Aveira. But if other people see him, then he's going to stop even in the middle of the Aveira. And that's in Ochaname, he tells them that in Ochaname thing. So the Gemara Matavir Ad Kan, Omar Lohem V'Levai V'Teidu She'odam Oiver Aveira, Omar Shelo Yirani Yodam B'Shas Tiros Omar Lohem Panu kelim mipnei hatume. Why? Because he's going to die. So Yinochaname be mefane the kelim mipnei hatume. They shouldn't be Yinochaname. Some explain why. Because Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, they say he was a kohen. He was a kohen, and because he was a kohen, so he says panu kelim because the kelim had in it trume. So he said there's over there trume. And Mimele come and move away the thing. Lefi them he come and says that. The Yavetz come and says that even though we know that tzaddikim or no metame b'misosan, he says over here the Raya that the tzaddikim are yet metame b'misosan. Because why Rabbi Yochanan has to say panu kelim? A tzaddik is not metame b'misosan, right? There's koyanim, some koyanim go to kivrei tzaddikim because they say that the tzaddik is not metame. If a tzaddik is not metame, you could go to kivrei tzaddikim. Some go to kivrei tzaddikim, some koyanim. Well, over here the Yavetz brings over the Raya that Lechoire is metame. Right now, the ones that say he's not metame is not. We know what he didn't hold himself as a tzaddik. There's a shita of Rabbeinu Chaim in Toyses and Ksuv Daf Kuf Gimel Amud Beis. What the shita of Rabbeinu Chaim from Baalei Toyses is that tzaddikim are no metame, literally no metame. The tzaddik is no metame b'misosei. And the Yavetz speaks from a Raya that not, but in the it could be he was the honor, so he said he's not metame. Yeah. Yinochaname, I think the Marshal sagt das. Yinochaname, that is part of his anove. It was part of his anove. Yeah. So Yinochaname, this is the shite. Some say this is the Yinochaname, the shite. There's the Rambam in Agdome Yinochaname. The Rambam in Agdome, the Pirush Mishnah, says that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was a kohen. Was a kohen. And as they want to bring a raya from the Rashi. Rashi in Shabbos Laf Lamed Daled that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was a kohen. We're going to see later on. Some learn not like that, as we're going to see. Zog the Gemara. Oh, let's see that. That's the next thing. Oh, very good. Zog the Gemara, ve'achinu, he doesn't prepare over there. Kisei lechizkiyahu melech Yehuda. Why? Because he's coming now. Lela veisi. That's what Rashi says. He's coming over here to come and to find me. That Chizkiyahu Yinochaname came over there to be melavim. Why Chizkiyahu? So some say Yinochaname that there's no question why Chizkiyahu. So the Goyen says because Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was mar b'tzteire like Chizkiyahu melech Yehuda. Chizkiyahu melech Yehuda, we see that he was in his lifetime was no even yeled, a boy and a girl that didn't know Hilchos Teiros. Right? He was teaching. So Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai also was teaching lots of Torah for everyone, and that's why Chizkiyahu came and thing. There is in Shara Gilgulim that Yinochaname Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was a Nishmas Chizkiyahu HaMelech, and that's why he came over. He comes and tells them Ning. Some big raya from over here is Toyes Menocha says, the famous Toyes Menocha Daf Chof Aleph, that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was not a Kohen, and that's why he was a descendant of Chizkiyahu Melech Yehuda. Zok de Mishneh weiter. Am Gamliel Eloima. Bechol Yom v'Yom Mispal Lodom 18 brachos, and every tefillah 18 brachos. Rabbi Shua Omer, Mein 18. We see in the Gemara what means Mein 18. Rabbi Kiva Omer, Im Shgurot Tfilos Befiv, Spalel 18. Like Rabbi Gamliel. Aber ve'im lav, that Yinochaname is not Shgurot Befiv, so then Mein 18. Rabbi Lezer Omer, if someone Oiset Tfilos Ikva, that means Kva, it looks for him like a masoi, he just wants to finish off with it. So then, Ein Tfilos Itachanunim, that means he's not going to come and he's not going to get what he has to get. That means the Goyen explains in the Tefillah, there's two inyonim in Tefillah. One inyan in Tefillah is Yinochaname to be Mekayah the mitzvah of Tefillah. The person has to daven to be Mekayah the mitzvah of Tefillah. Then there's another inyan. Another inyan is that when a person davens, he gets what he davens. Yinochaname, when the person davens, Ayeldei Tfilosoi Na'anis Bakoshosoi, as the Goyen says, right? Yinochaname, when he davens, so Yinochaname he gets Ve'odom Ayin La'avoy Deso Adomo, says Rashi. No one davened. Odom Orishan is there. No one davened. It doesn't come and rain. There is a matzav, as we know, Pasuk Shavua. Matitza Keilai, Daver Bnei Yisrael Ve'Yisou. Sometimes in the Chonam there's a matzav not davening. But a person who doesn't daven, he doesn't get. Sometimes we daven and we also don't get. But that's in the Chonam, it doesn't the thing. The Chosid Yavetz is not the Yavetz, the son of the Chacham Tzvi. Chosid Yavetz was from Megur Sheisfora, from 1492. And he says over there that why Kodesh Baruch Hu sometimes doesn't answer all the tefillas. He says because that we shouldn't feel like, we daven, Kodesh Baruch Hu answers. We daven, Kodesh Baruch Hu answers. For example, we said once, there's in a lab, let's say, 2 mice, right? And they know whenever they come and they press on they want to get, right? So you want to come and to train them. So the doctor over there, whenever they press on the red button, he's going to give them a piece of cheese. They press on the red button, they get a piece of cheese. Again, they press on the red button, they get a piece of cheese. One day, one mice tells his friend, look, we trained the doctor. Whenever we press on a thing, he gives us a piece of cheese. That's I think that's what he means, the Chosidi Ivets. We're going to come and down, he gives us. We daven, he gives us. Finished as I. For sure, ain't Philonanis, Reikom. No davening in Nochonam. But says the Goy, and that's the Tachanunim over here. There's two parts. There's Nochonam, the person who does it, Kva, was Yoitza Mitzvah too. But Tachanunim, to come, if you want to come and to get, what you're davening, that has to be Tachanunim. That's to be the Tachanunim. What's the Tachanunim? Like a matnas chinom. When a person comes to beg from you something, he's not going to say, okay, give me this and this, and I have to go. No, he's going to come and ask, matnas chinom. That's tachanunim, matnas chinom. Person, when he's davening, he has to feel like he's asking for matnas chinom. He doesn't deserve it, and he's just asking. Also, he sagt, the going. Lass mal mamshich sein. Sagt dem Mishnah weiter. Rabbi Shuaim, o hoylech bemokoim sakone. Mispaler, what type of tefillah? Tefillah ketzoro. He's going to daven over here, tefillah ketzoro. What is the tefillah ketzoro? We're going to see Nochaname in the Mishnah. The Mishnah. Voimer. Hoisha Hashem es amcho es she'eres Yisrael bechol parshas ha'ivur yutzorcheim lefonecha boruch ata Hashem shomea tefillah. We're going to see in the Gemara. The Gemara is going to explain exactly what is this tefillah. So the Gemara weiter oyeroichem al chamoyer, and it came the time to daven. Yered, he should go down from the chamoyer veispalel. Veim, and in Nochoname eino yochol lered, because in Nochoname it's a sakona, or he doesn't have someone, as Rashi says, to hold for him. The donkey is scared that in Nochoname he's going to run away. Eino mishe yoichaz a chamoyer. So what he does, yachzir panov the way Nochoname to Yerushalayim, and then in Nochoname he could daven. Veim eino yochol leachzir as panov yechav es libo keneged beis kodesh hakodoshim. Hoyo me'alech besfinoi be'asdo. Asdo is like a raft, yeah, that's right. That's one Loshen in Rashi. And another pshat in Rashi is, Rashi says, K'moi v'tosem b'sod ragli, beis hasar. That means someone is in prison. So what Stevie says is the second pshat in Rashi, a raft. The first pshat in Rashi, he's in prison. Yechaven es niboy, keneged beis kodshe akodoshim nichoname. And then he's going to come and daven. He's mechaven es liboy keneged shchina, and then he davens. Zog the Gemara. We learned in the Mishnah that the person davens every day. 18. Fragt the Gemara, Hana yutches keneged mi. Keneged mi will attack this 18. Zog the Gemara, Omar Ilal berei Rav Shmuel bar Nachmeni. Keneged yutches askorois she Omar David Ovul Hashem bnei Elim. The Mizmor Chovtes and Teilim Ovul Hashem bnei Elim. We have over there 18 times. So it says over there the Shem Hashem, and that's what you come and say it. And the Yerushalmi, it's brought a whole list over there. Why? And the Yerushalmi brings it's connected 18 Askoros, what we have on Shir HaSayam. Shir HaSayam, there's 18 Askoros, 18 times the Shem Hashem. Another reason the Yerushalmi is brought down, connected the 18 Mizmoirim, till we have Yan Hashem B'Yom Tzorah. And that's the Gemara, what we said beforehand. The Gemara, if it's one, that's right. The first two is better one Mizmoir. Or we come and say it's Keneged the 18 times what it says in the Torah, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. 3 times, yeah? I mean, altogether. Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. It says 18 times in the Torah. Keneged them, we have 18 brachas. Keneged 18 times what it says in Akamas Amishkon, Asher Tzivo, Hashem. It says 18 times. And there's lots of different, that's what's brought down in Yerushalmi. Says the Gemara. Over here the Gemara says, Keneged Yutches Hashem Omar David, Ba'ovul Hashem Le'elim. Rabbi Yosef Omar, Keneged Yutches Azkorois, Shemis Kriya Shema, there's 18 Azkoros in Krishma. Amar Avtach, Amar Yeshua ben Levi, Keneged, Shmoinesre Chulyois Shebashidro. There's 18 vertebrae in the Shedra. In Ochoname today, there's a little bit more, there's 32, 33, I think. But maybe it's the main ones, when a person bends down, that's what he's using, 18. Okay, I saw one step, so I'm saying in them. Loikan Azman ve'amokai. Let's continue. Zog the Gemara weiter. Amar Avtach, Amar Yeshua ben Levi, Amispalel, he has to bow down. At Ispakeku kol chulyo yisov. What means Ispakeku? Ispakeku means in Ochoname they should see when he bows down. They should see from his back. In Ochoname, like it's like sticks out a little bit. Sticks out a little bit from what they see from his back. Zog the Gemara. Ule Omar at kedei sheira iso keneged liboy. What means iso? So Rashi says iso keneged liboy means when he bows down. So on his stomach, it becomes folds the thickness of an isor. An isor is a coin. The thickness of an isor, when he bows down, that should be the thickness. Some say when he bows down, so if next to his toes there's over there a coin, a isor, so he bows down with his head, that he shouldn't bow down straight. He should bow down with his head. Right? A pasuk in Yeshaya. So the same thing, when he bows down, he should do it with his head, and then he bows down, and then he could see next to his toes that if there is over there a coin is a isor. A isor is a small coin. So even an isor you can come and see. Says the Gemara. Just shuckles his head. Shuv einoi tzorich. Omarove. When is that? Whatever person just shuckles his head is enough. It's hard for him to bow down. If it's hard for him to bow down, then it's enough for him just to shuckle his head. So the Gemara. Ane tamne srei. We have only 18 tefillas. How many we have? How many brachos? We have 19. We have 19. Omar Levi. Birkas Aminin, Beyavne Tiknuo. We're taking it because it was a matzah as the Rambam. If you look at the Rambam in the beginning of Ilchos Tefillah, Perek Aleph, Aloche Beis, the Rambam says, it came a matzah, Klal Yisrael, there was a lot of minim, there was a lot of roit, the Rat for the kids, they had to be taking it, another bracha. And who's been taking it? Zak the Gemara. Keneged mi Tiknuo, Omar Ablevi, Lerab Aleph, Bereid Rab Shmuel Malchmi, Keneged, Keil Hakovoid Irim, because we said before, and there's 18 Azkores in Ovula Hashem B'nei Ya'ilim. So in Nochanamet Keil is another Shem, is another Azkoren. Keneged Kelakovid Irim. We came with Metaken the Irim Keneged the 18 the last the 19th one. Keneged Rav Yosef Keneged Echod, because Echod is also one of the names of Kodesh Baruch Hu is called Echod. So we Kriya Shma LeRab Tanchum Omar B'Shua BeLevi Keneged what we were talking it. In Nochanamet Keneged the Keneged Chulyo Ktano Shebasheder. That's Chulyo Ktano Shebasheder. That's the lose, the lose. And there's a machlokes in Nochoname in the Meforshim, the Sefer Abris. Where's the lose? Some say the lose in the bottom, and some say the lose is on the top. And they say that that's the lose is going to be that the Tchias HaMesim come from the lose, and that if someone eats Melav and Malke. Okay, exactly. There's a vote, a very nice vote of Reb Meir Shapira. Reb Meir Shapira, the Meyachid of the Afayoimi. He says over here we see that Keneged Miyom. Also we say that this 18th one is Keneged Keila Kovoid Irim. He says why Keila Kovoid Irim is Keneged the meaning. So he explains as well. He says we're going to see later on that Lo Nivreu Re'omim Elo Lefashet Akmimu Shebalev. Right? So he said that's the Re'omim, the funders in Ochoname comes Keneged the Leiv. Right? Lo Nivreu, the Gemara later on in Perek Oroy, Daf Nun Tes. Lo Nivreu Re'omim Elo Lefashet Akmimu Shebalev. So the Re'omim, the funders comes for the Leiv. What says over there Levavchem? What means Levavchem? Zu minus, right? Lo yisosu acharei levavchem. Darshan the Gemara, what's levavchem? Zu minus. So Yimele says, if the keila kovid irim, the re'omim, they come for what? For the heart. What's in the heart? Acharei levavchem. Don't go acharei levavchem. What's levavchem? The minus. So Yimele, when you come and attack in the 19th poche, Nochonam it's keneged minim. That's Nochonam keneged the keila kovid hirim. The re'omim that they come keneged the leiv. That the leiv is Nochonam is zu minus. Ach levavchem zu minus. So we go weiter. Tonu Rabbanon. Shimon HaPekuli in Achana. Why is called Pekuli? So Rashi says he was moicher Pekulei Tzemer. That was his job. His job was to come and to sell in Ochaname over there Pekulei Tzemer. That means cotton wool. Cotton wool. He said over there, Yudches Bochus Isdir, he was Mesada, Yudches Bochus Ivnei Rab Gamliel. That means they had the wedding from the Anshe Knesset Agdoilo, they had the wedding, all the, you see, when Mesada, the Seder, to start with, Atochoinen, and then Lefi the Seder. Lefi Rab Gamliel, that's Seder, B'yavne. Omar Rab Gamliel, Achoin, Klum Yesh Odo, Shedel, Etakin Birkas Aminim, because there's no Birkas Aminim. Omar Shmuel HaKotten, and Vetikno, in Ochonami was metaken the broche of Birkas Aminim. Now, why we need Dafke Shmuel HaKotten? There's Dafke Shmuel HaKotten because he was like Shmuel. I think I saw the Sefer says he was like Shmuel Aramosi, just a little bit clean of Shmuel Aramosi. And because he was a cotton, with David a cotton, that was in the Gemara, Mikatnusa Mitchilosa Vatsoiva, he was an Onov. So because he was Shmuel HaKotten, because he was an Onov, that's why he was Zoichet to Midakin. There's over here the Nefesh HaChaim in Sha'ar Beis, and then the voice in the end of Perek Yud Gimel. Brings the Shachaim that every word, problem, Birkas Aminim, every child, right, a young boy could come, you tell him, okay, make a bracha for this, he's gonna make it. Because every teva and teva, every letter and letter, every os, every word, and the davening has big soidas. And the Arizal, it says in the Shachaim, the Arizal came and gave us a tip of minayam, he says. What the Arizal gave us the kavanas, what we have today, is a tip of minayam for the real kavanah, where the Anshe Knesset Agdola, there were 120 chachomim mehem harbe nevim. From them there was a lot of nevim, and they were metaken the tefillah. So Yochanan is not stam a person can come and be metaken. But Gamliel even is asking, who could be metaken? Davke Shmuel HaKoten he could be. Vetikno, leshono acheres, says the Gemara, Maise, what happened over there? Shmuel HaKoten goes lifnei hateva. He goes down, and Yochanan, he comes and he forgets it. He goes down lifnei hateva and he forgets it. What happened? What happened? He forgets it. Zog die Gemara, ve'ish kivbo. The Gemara daf Chavtes Amud Aleph, ve'ish kivbo. Shtayim ve'sholosh shois. He came and he sat down to remember what's happening over there. I don't remember. He's trying to remember. 2-3 hours in Ochaname, and veloi elo, and they didn't come. And then they remembered Pashtas. But even though they waited for so long, they didn't remove him from the teva. In Ochaname, they didn't remove him from davening, even though he came in the thing. Why Yaelu? Because we said beforehand, Mi ma'amakim kosicho Hashem. So if now we want to remove him from the place from davening, so you have to come and bring it up. Then it says Velo Yaelu. The Brachot proves over here that if a person had a hefsek in the middle of davening, even kedei ligmor skula, he doesn't have to repeat. He can be mamshich. Why? Because the raya from over here. Veishkiv bo shtayim v'shalosh shois. It didn't take him more than shtayim v'shalosh shois to finish the whole davening. And afilu ocher we came, we didn't remove him. A raya from over here, so the Brachot that even if a person has a hefsek, you don't remove him from davening. He can still continue to daven. So the Gemara. Why we didn't remove him if he forgot to say Birkas Aminim? Why didn't remove him? If a person forgot, as we said, Torah always forgot. We don't remove him. Why? Because he could still go down next time. The Rabbi Yochanan says it's talking about next time to go down to the teva. We don't come. From this, Rabbi Yochanan says, from this davening, if someone forgets even any bracha, you forgot, go down. Let someone that knows to daven, let him to daven. He says the Rabbi Yochanan, the pshat is the next time, not this time. The next time we don't let him to come into daven. Someone who forgot any other bracha, we allow him the next time to come to daven. Someone who forgot, so the Gemara, if you forgot in Ochaname the Birkas Aminim, Ma'alin Oisoi. Why? Because Chayshinen, maybe he's a min, and in Ochaname Bechavona he didn't say it. Why? Because he doesn't want to curse the minim, because it says of the V'chol Aminim Kerega Yoivedu. He doesn't want to curse himself. And that's why we come and say, oh, maybe he's a min, and that's why we say that thing, and we remove him. Zog the Gemara weiter. Shiny Shmuel HaKoten, he was metakenet. And that's why we're not choishe that he's going to be in minus. We know people were tzaddikim, and in Ochaname, so the Gemara Omar Abaye, Gemire, Tave loy have a bisha. That means a tzaddik doesn't turn into a Rosh. For the Gemara, Veloy, can't be that the tzaddik turns into a Rosh, Voksiv, Ubeshoy tzaddik mitzkosoi, also ovel. So a person was a tzaddik, and now he does ovel, he doesn't, and the Gemara, that person was talking about a Rosh Meikoroi. In Ochaname he was a Rosh. Then he turned to be a tzaddik. So sometimes the Rosh that became a tzaddik turns back to his old ways and he goes back to the Rishas. But over here, Shmuel HaKoten was always mitchilosei v'atzoifo. He was a tzaddik. There is no chashash that Shmuel HaKoten in Ochaname is not going to be a Rosh. Says the Gemara, Nan al tamid ba'atzmecho ad yoim moischo. Where do we see it? Yochanan Kohen Gadol. Yochanan Kohen Gadol. Who was Yochanan Kohen Gadol? So the Tashbetz and Chelek Gimel and Simei Kuf Lamed Hei, and the same thing that Tiferes Yisrael, they learned that this Yochanan was the father of Matisyahu Kohen Gadol. Chashmonoi, right? As we say in Al Hanisim, Bimei Matisyahu ben Yochanan Kohen Gadol. So who's the Kohen Gadol, Matisyahu or the father, Yochanan? Bimei Matisyahu ben Yochanan Kohen Gadol. So Yochanan, maybe the other way around. How it says of then the pasuk? Shaul ben Kish, Melech Yisrael. Who was the Melech Yisrael? Kish or Shaul? So Matisyahu was going on, not Yochanan. No, they stayed. So this is a big vikuach, if who was the Kohen Gadol. But they learned that Inochanami was a Kohen Gadol. Inochanami, the Goyen over here in Imrei Noyam, the Goyen over here in Imrei Noyam, he says that Inochanami he is not talking about over here this Yochanan, because he was a tzaddik gomu with Chilas of Atzoifai. He's talking about over here Yochanan ben Shimon, that he was a son of Matisyahu Kohen Gadol. Matisyahu was a Kohen Gadol. Matisyahu had Inochanami a son Shimon, and Shimon had a son Yochanan, and this is the Yochanan what we're speaking about. Okay. So the Gemara weiter. We spoke about it, I think, 2 years ago in the shir, the history of Hanukkah. So we mentioned it. You can go back to the shir over there. Tony's not here; he has the tape, so you can listen to it if you're interested. So the Gemara. Omar Abaye. Afi chonono yorosho meikoroi. Ve'achar kach naase tzadik demikven tzadik. Olesoi shmonim shono shuv kilkel. And hu Yanai hu Yochanan. And Yanai we know he was a Rosh because he killed Chachmei Yisrael, as we know the Gemara Basra. Zog die Gemara, Rov Omar, Yanai lechud, Yochanan lechud, it's two things. Yanai Rosh Mikore, Yochanan Tzadik Mikore. Kitzer, frag die Gemara, aber Honichel Abaye, that in Nechonam he says who Yochanan, who Yanai, so he was a Rosh Mikore. Over Lerov, that Yanai lechud and Yochanan lechud, Kashe, because then we see that then they became a Tzedoiki, and for the Gemara, no. Omar loch Rove, Be'emes Tzadik Mikore Name, Dilme Hodar Bey, and Nechonam does a Chashash, that what is going to be a Rosh. Just what over here? Why over here? Shmuel HaKotten, they didn't remove him from being a Baal Tfilah. So the most shiny Shmuel HaKotten, the Atchilbo, he was metaken the whole broche against Minus. Over here, we didn't have a Chashash. Like the Omar, says the Gemara, Rabbi Yehuda Omar Rabbi, Yitem Rabbi Shimon ben Levi, Lo Yishonu, when we said that in Yochanan we removed the Chazan, that's only Elo, Lo Hitchil Bo. He didn't start in Yochanan with the Birkas Haminim. Avol Hitchil Bo, that means he started to say the Birkas Haminim. Just in the middle of the broche, he forgot. But then in Yochanan we don't remove it. Over here the Maisa with Shmuel HaKotten, he remembered. Just in the middle of the davening in Yochanan, suddenly he forgot the Hemshech, and that's why over here we say that we didn't remove him. Yeah.
Why did he take 2 or 3 hours? Because he was computing all the different combinations of the words to get it right. He was going through all the because the words, the Shema Israel, all the different Seidos.
Yes, you look at the tool brings in the Roikeach. Right? This one has to have these letters and these words and everything. Before you have to have Kuvov.
In 2 or 3 hours without the aid of a computer. It only took him 2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours.
It only took him 2 or 3 hours to go through all the...
It's not mashma.
Because he forgot it. So when he thought he remembered it, he had to go through all the combinations to make sure it was, that he remembered it properly.
Okay. Kann sein.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, sag die Gemara weiter. Hane Sheva. This Sheva Broches, what we say in Shabbos, right? In Shabbos we have Sheva Broches. Keneged mi, tiknu, keneged hu metaken the Sheva Broches. And Be'etzem, says the Yeshua, Meikaradim, we have to metaken Sheva Broches, because we have the 3 in the beginning, the 3 in the end, and then we have 1 for Shabbos. So what's the Keneged Sheva? Says the Yeshua, because we might come and think that we could be machlil the 1 of Shabbos in one of the broches. I mean, in one of the broches of the Shvach, the 3 first or the 3 last. And that's why we gave it a broch with ne'atzmo. That's the question over in the Gemara. Says the Gemara, Hane Sheva, keneged mi. Omar b'chalate ben Shol, keneged Shiva koilos. The 7 koilos what we have over there in Hovul Hashem b'nei Yoelim. Right? Shomar David al Hamayim. And we have over there Koil Hashem Bakoyach, Koil Hashem Be'odor. And Nachonam the Toysa Rosh says, why Dafke in Shabbos? He says, this Koil Hashem is talking about what? It's talking about Matan Torah. Matan Torah when it happened? On Shabbos. And that's why Dafke in Shabbos we say this Koil. So the Rosh Hashanah, Hane Teisha Rosh Hashanah can me. Omar Abitzot, the mean Kartigin, from Carthage. It's not the Carthage what we know. I mean, the Carthage today is no Carthage, but Carthage was in the time of Rome. It's probably somewhere else, because we see the Gemara in the end of Menachos. The Gemara says that Omar Abitzot to mean Kartigin, that Ad Kartegoi Makirim is Avir Shabashamayim. It's mashma that this was in the east of Eretz Yisrael. Carthage was in the west. It was in the west of Eretz Yisrael. It was where today Libya is. Libya, Tunis. It's not the Carthage over here. Carthage over here was in the east. Okay. And we know that Chana, when she got the Omar Mabel, Shoshona Nifkedo Soro, Rochel Vechano. Ana 24 דתעניסה, כנגד מי? אומר המחל בוי כנגד חוב ד' רנון, או שאומר שלוי, שעה שהכניס אורו לבי קודשי קודשים. And, says the Gemara, there's a Medrash Tanchumen, the day that Shlomo HaMelech in Yochanan did the Chanukah Sabais, he sat in a tainis. As they state in the Medrash Tanchumen, Parshas Vayero. So Yochanan fits. Yoche kol yoime nami neimrinu, says the Gemara, Emas amrinu Shlomo, beyoim derachme. Anami beyoim derachme amrelu, and when it's yoim derachme, dafka in a yoim of a tainis. Rabbi Shua Omer Mein Shmonesre. Says the Gemara, Mai Mein Shmonesre. Rav Omar Mein Kol Brocha Ubrocha. Shmuel Omar, that means what's Mein Kol Brocha Ubrocha? Just he takes every brocha from the Tfilas Shmonesre, and he says only part of it he's going to come and say. And Shmuel Omar, he says the notion Havineinu Hashem Elokeinu Lo Da'as Drochecho Umoiles Lavoveinu Leirosecho Utislach Lonu Liois Geulim ורחקנו ממחויבינו, ודשננו מנאויס ארצךו, ולפציסנו מארבע תקובץ, ועתוים על דעתכו איש פויטו, ועל הראשון ניתן לפיותיכו, וישמחו צדיקים מבניין עירכו בתיקוני חולכו, ובצמיח אסקרן לדוד עבדכו, בעריך אסנר לאיש המשיככו. טרם נקרו עתו תענה, ברוך אתה השם, שומע תפילו. What's the pshat? Let's read it again inside slowly. The pshat is azoi. Rav says me'en kol brocha brocha. That means he says every brocha bekitzu. What means bekitzu? The Rambam Pirush HaMishnah says he just says the beginning and the end. And he says at the choyin lo'odom das baruch ata Hashem choyin das. That's the whole brocha. Shmuel says no. He says in Yochanan the first three brochas and the last three brochas. In the middle brochas he says in Yochanan this brocha. What he says. So let's see it again and we'll try to fit it in Yochanan with every brocha in Yochanan what we say. So Rashi comes and says, I'm going to read it out in Yochanan as Rashi explains it. So he says, Avinu Hashem Elokeinu Da'at Rochecho. That's Keneged. We want to understand. Choyin Adas. Umoiles Lovenu Rosecho. Oroitze B'tshuva. Tislach Lonu. That's Keneged. Hamar Belisloyach. Liois Geulim. Keneged. Goal Yisrael. ורחקנו מחויבינו, that's כנגד רפואנו, ודשננו בנאויס ארצךו, that's כנגד what? ולפצינו מארבע, תקובץ, that's כנגד קיבוץ לדוחים. והטועים על דעתו ישפוטו, that the toim that they have a mistake in the mishpot, bring them back to come and to be shoifet a judge לפי נוחנם the ריבונו שלוינו's ways, and that's כנגד צדוקו ומishpot. Rashi explains another pshat that Yochanan, the ones that in Yochanan they're over on Divrei Hashem, that they're not doing the HaKadosh Baruch Hu's ways, and in Yochanan HaKadosh Baruch Hu should come and judge them. That's Ishpetu al Yodcha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should come in Yochanan and judge them, these people. And the hemshech of the pasuk is ועל הראשון ניתן יפיותך, that in Yochanan they're כנגד על הצדיקים. And וישמחו צדיקים, what's וישמחו צדיקים? So you say this is כנגד בויני ירושלים, right? בבניין עירכו, בתיקוני חולכו, בצמיחס קרן דוד עבדכו, that's כנגד מצמיח קרן ישוע. טרם נקרו אתו תענה, in Yochanan that's, okay, we daven that's not כנגד any brocha, and then we say, ברוך אתה השם שומע תפילה. So it's the Gemara. Lait alei abaye aman dematz le'avinenu. Why? Because Lemaise he's skipping all the brachas. So he came and he said he was cursing the person. Omar Nachman Omar Shoel kol hashana kulo mispal elodam avinenu. Or bechutz imoti Shabbos. What are you doing? They should talk loimar avdole b'choyin adas, and he doesn't have avdole over there. Masiv lo Rabbi Shmuel v'neimro brocha. He should make a brocha b'fnei atzmo for the avdole. Why he doesn't do a brocha? So the Gemara mi lo yitnan Rabbi Kiva oimro le'avdole. Tfilas Motzei Shabbos, and he does it a brocha reviz. B'fnei atzmo, Rabbi Lezer oimer, oimro be'oidoi. That means we see that word. That Lefi Rabbi Akiva, he does make a brocha b'fnei atzmo. And for the Gemara, otu kol hashono, when we daven Yudches, yeah, we daven Yudches Shleimos. What do we say? Mi'avdine Rabbi Akiva. We do like Rabbi Akiva. We say no. We say that at the choinen. So also over here, ashte name navid. What you're telling me that we should add in avinenu another word, another few words for what for Havdalah, and then in Yochanan, what's going to happen? We're going to think that what that we have to do also in the regular Ma'ariv, we have to add another bracha for Atachoinen, for Havdalah. Sorry, for Atachoinen Donu. Says the Gemara, if you're going to tell me Kol Hashana Kulo the whole year, my time Eloi Avdine Karabakive, because Tamas Tikun, Chas Eloi Tikun, because we only metaken how much? Only 18 and not 19. So Ochaname, also over here, when we're talking Ochaname, Tfilas Avineinu, we're talking only 3. We're talking Sheva Tikun, Ober Tamne, Loi Tikun, we're not talking 18. Ochaname, okay, we're going to stop over here because it's already late. Mat Hashem, we're going to have to catch up the end of the week.